Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right, guys. So, couple things. We're still plugging away with the election in the states. I would say, like in the beginning, it was kind of exciting, I guess, for lack of a better term, because no matter what side you're on, you're anxious to find out these results. It's kind of getting a little crazy now. And I don't know. It seems like it could be ongoing into the weekend, but we'll see. I did see on social media today an Australian sports book already called it and paid out Biden, which is it's surprising, but they did. I mean, they kind of released a little statement. They said that the numbers they saw supported Biden, and they paid him out. So I mean, yeah, pretty crazy. But I guess I think it might be smart because it's a pretty amazing promotion tool if you think about it. I mean, just to get that word out there, because that's going to spread like wildfire that they did that. Number two, how do sports books make money? People betting. And if all their money's tied up in these bets, and I know for a fact because I've seen it, I know that people dump their entire bankrolls into bets, which is just mind-boggling to me. I mean, it's absolutely crazy to do that. But anyways, I mean, people did. They dumped their entire bankroll. So here you have a sports book, and it's like, we're not generating any money because all our bets are tied up. All our bets are tied up in these political bets, which is insanity. But I kind of question. I mean, what happens if the results don't go that way? They're not going to claw that money back. They're not. So I mean, is that a case where they pay out both sides of the bet? Probably. They probably would. And you know what? It'd probably still be a good business move because if this goes into the weekend, you do not want to tie the money up for college football. You don't want to tie the money up definitely for NFL. I mean, that's their bread and butter, right? That's where they're going to make their money. So I think it's a smart move. Not only that, but the marketing. I mean, how many people saw that, Australian sportsbook and say, hey, you know what? Let's try that out, right? So anyways, we did collect a few more wins yesterday in our political bets. So we were up to confirmed wins that we have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 9-0 right now out of 13 different bets. So we'll see. But so far so good. Yesterday, like I said, not so good. 0-1. It was it was an ugly game. I'll be honest, guys. It was an ugly game. Sorry, I'm not laughing. We lost it. Just I have four different Steam bets. 39% of money. 39% of bets. 56% of money. I like the under. It's just it's funny to me. Like whenever I lose a bet, I have people come out of the woodworks and say, I had one person, I think jokingly say, Canadians couldn't handicap college football. I've said, I guess you didn't see our first 3 weeks of, college football. We've been doing well. I mean, we haven't really had a really bad losing college football day. I mean, we've had some days where we're pretty much break even or we're down 1 unit or something like that. But then we've had other days we're up 7, 8, 9 units in one day. It's insanity. So anyways, it's just weird to me. And again, I've been doing this over a year now. It's just kind of weird to me still at this point. I put out the same message all the time that I'm going to hit 54 to 56%. And when you're going to hit 54 to 56%, pretty easy to do the math on that. What percentage am I going to lose at? Yeah. So, it's I don't know. I'll tell you, I mean, 50, call it 55%. Okay, 55%. You can decide to believe me or not. You're making an absolutely ridiculous amount of money. Okay, there's no 9 to 5. Well, I won't say there's no 9 to 5. There's not many 9 to 5 jobs out there where you can make that kind of money that you can hitting 55%. And I've said this before in the videos, guys. 55%. When you're hitting 55%, a lot of times it feels like losing. Okay, why does it feel like losing? Well, when you win a game, guys, okay, let's say you're down, your team's not covering, okay? You're failing to cover by 2 touchdowns, okay? Then your team gets, a touchdown with a minute left. They recover an onside kick. They go in for a touchdown. They win in overtime. Okay? Great comeback, right? Here's what you do. You think, that was a right pick. That was good. I'm awesome at what I do, right? And pat yourself on the back and on to the next game. Okay? Now, let's say you're on the other side of that. Okay? You're on the other side. Your team's up 14 points, couple minutes to go. You're thinking, hey, I got this in the bag, right? Other team comes back, maybe an interception, a pick six. You walk around for 4 days thinking how unlucky you are and how does this only happen to you? How are you the only one that has this bad luck? And that's the reality of sports. And that's why, guys, I always say, at the end of the day, it's over. You forget about it. And that will really change your mindset from it won't feel like losing as much. But 55%, winning at 55%, okay? The goal of any professional will feel like losing a lot of the time, okay? The other reason, why will it feel like losing? It will feel like losing because the simple reality is, guys, that you're going to have these hot runs, okay? You're basically, you guys have seen this. You've seen this, over the past few months or the past year. You've seen this, okay? Look, okay, we have a day yesterday. We went 0-1, okay? We have another day, we go 0-2, okay? Then we go 1-1. We go 2-1. Then we go 6-1, okay? Add those numbers up. We're up, right? This is the reality of sports betting, and this is why it can feel so frustrating because you can have a week-long losing streak where you're just bleeding off units, and you guys have seen this firsthand, right? Especially if you've been since the start of the year. I think we're up 35 units, right? A three unit bettor is more than doubled their, or a 3% bettor is more than doubled their account in that time, just in 3 months or 4 months or whatever it's been. So, but there's been stretches where you guys have seen that, you just go through and it's this, and that can feel like losing, and that's when it gets frustrating. And when, you have a day like yesterday, and you go 0-1. And there was frustration yesterday. People why would you make that pick, or why, blah, 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 blah. Because I've been doing it for 15 years the same way, and it's worked for 15 years. That's, I guess, my best answer, right? There's always people second guess, and I know that's not the majority. I know the majority of you guys, you guys get it. But there's some people out there that I think sports betting is not your thing. Maybe knitting or something like that. Maybe something a little more relaxing, lower your blood pressure. Yeah. So anyways, guys, let's get cracking. And you know what? I know a couple comments yesterday. One poor person commented, and I just right off the bat, tear their head off. And there was a big smiley face, and they were joking and having fun. And I think maybe I was just, I don't know, maybe on edge about a couple things and under-rested, I will say. I have been very tired the last couple days. And I'm looking forward to the weekend, and I think, I'm gonna have an early night tonight. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch football. I'm gonna have an early night, get some rest, so I'm well rested for the weekend because I'm very, very excited for the weekend. So, all right, guys. Without further ado, let's get cracking here. All right, so I have 2 plays for you guys and 2 plays in Masterclass. Okay, so the 2 plays I'm giving out, guys, college football plays to you guys. I have the NFL game in Masterclass, but college football is a 2-unit play. So I do have a 2-unit play for you guys today. All right, so this game, guys, Utah State and Nevada. Okay, Utah State and Nevada. I'm going to give you guys the 2-unit play first off, okay? There's 6 different steam bets on this team, okay? 0 on the other side. Now, in this particular case, guys, the money distribution, not ideal. Okay, it's not ideal, and that's rare for a 2-unit play. We're getting 65% of bets, 87% of money. So again, what do I always say? I like to bet with Vegas, but that being said, guys, on this game, I like this matchup. I have this line as way, way, way different. Now, I did bet this a little bit earlier when the line first came out. My regrets are that I didn't bet a full 2 units at that point because I should have, but I didn't. Learn and live. And anyways, I'm getting down today at today's line as well. And not that, I mean, it wasn't super dramatic or anything like that, but here's our 2 unit play, guys. We are going to take Nevada minus 17.5 minus 105. Okay. So Nevada minus 17.5 minus 105. We're going 2 units on that. So 2 units, guys. I really like this matchup. I had a circle for a while. I think Nevada. I mean, they're a 2-0 team, right? So I mean, as you know, as I would say, like they're not lacking like the credit they deserve, but especially against a team like Utah State, I think I look for them to like run this game up, like absolutely score a shit ton of points. Pardon my French. All right, guys. Next play, same game. We're going to take the over in that game, okay? So we're going to take the over. There's steam on it, guys. I just like this to be a high-scoring game. And now I don't play parlays. I mean, I don't know. Maybe once a year, once every couple years, I have a parlay. I'm not going to be parlaying this game. I'm not. I'm just going to bet them straight. I already made that decision. I'm going to bet them straight. But, okay, and this is not a blessing to go out and start betting a parlay on this. But if there were games that I was going to parlay, it would always be these correlating games, okay? It would always be these games that correlate with one another. And what do I mean by a correlate? So if you take, you know, a 1 p.m. NFL team and parlay it with a 4 p.m. and then parlay it with a nighttime game, you know what? That's entertainment because, look, you got a shot to be watching football all day for a $5 parlay and you know, maybe it'll pay off, right? I mean, if you're still watching at 8 p.m. when the late game starts, then you're excited because, you know, your ticket's a lot. That's not like a long-term, like profitable strategy. The reality is, guys, when you're betting straight bets, 4.5% house edge, okay? About 4.5% at minus 110. When you're betting a 2-team parlay, it's a 10% house edge. Now, that's a pretty big house edge. I've already done a video before. Maybe I'll do a recap down the road, guys. Once you start getting into 3, 4, 5-team parlays, like forget about it. Like, you know, forget about it, guys. It's like you got no shot at winning. The house edge is absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, guys, if you're ever going to bet parlays, okay, you want to look for correlating parlays. Parlays where you feel strongly about one side, and that in turn influences the other bet. So in this case, guys, part of my reason, above and beyond this team, but part of my reason why I like the over in this game is because I'm looking for Nevada to run the score up in this game. Okay, I don't see this being a low-scoring game because I see Nevada scoring a lot of points. So this is something that, you know, you would look at and it would say, okay, look, we got a 2-unit play on Nevada. We like the over. You know, is there enough value to beat a 10% house edge in this? Potentially. I mean, if you got the need for parlays, guys, these are the types of parlays you should be playing. But I'm not going to play a parlay, and I don't think you guys should either. But I'm just throwing that out there because I know that no matter what I say, you guys are going to play parlays. So some of you guys are going to play parlays. Let me put it that way. I get messages all the time. You know, I got one, I would say a few days ago. It wasn't. It was more like a couple weeks ago now. But I mean, it's stuck in my mind. And the guy basically, I mean, I'm going to ask him maybe if I can share it on Instagram or something, because it was well written and it was really, really, really funny. And he kind of wrote it from the standpoint of like a parlay addict. And then at the end, you know, he said he's 26 days clean from parlays. And I just thought it was fantastic. But I love hearing stuff like that, right? And he did, you know, it was all joking around, but he talked about like, you know, how much he's noticed an increase in his bankroll, just laying off the parlays. And you guys will too. I mean, if you're still betting parlays, guys, you know, if you have to bet them, which I don't know why, but if you have to, bet these correlating parlays, okay, where you know, one side, you know, correlates with the other, okay? But if you don't have to bet parlays, guys, like take me up on my anti-parlay challenge. Like go 30 days, go 60 days, go 90 days, whatever you can commit to, and just don't play a parlay. Just don't bet. Still bet on sports, bet straight. Just don't play a parlay, guys. And tell me at the end of that I'm wrong, please. Like, I'm not, guys. Okay, at the end of the day, guys, you'll have so much more in your bankroll because you didn't bet parlays. Simple math. All right, guys. So anyways, that's it, guys. 15-minute video for 2 picks. I love you guys. So it's great, great chit-chatting. I'm excited about the weekend. I'm gonna go start working on tomorrow's, and I'm gonna have an early night. Get up like bright and early in the morning, have a coffee, walk out. It's actually like unseasonably warm right now in this part of Canada. So yeah, maybe I'll sit outside in the morning. And normally like November, it's when we start to get our snowstorms and stuff like that. So I'll take advantage. It's t-shirt weather today. So, all right, guys. Without further ado, that is all for today, guys. Thank you very much. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day.